So today's my final day staying at the Chateau Laurier, and I thought I'd just do a recap of my stay here for the next people who want to come, so they know ahead of time a whole bunch of stuff. I'm also going to do a room review in a separate video, so you can. But I stayed here for 6 nights. I paid $2,500 for my stay. The room, I will talk about that in a different video. I'm just going to talk about the hotel itself and all of the amenities and stuff. So in the hotel, the only parking is valet parking. You can't do self-park. That is about $67 a day, all right? I will tell you, I showed up on a long weekend, and I had to wait an hour just to find out that they had no parking. Now, I made a huff and puff about it because I'm solo by myself, and I was not going to go park 15 minutes away in an underground parking lot, especially at that time of night when I arrived. So thankfully I spoke to a manager and he completely understood. They found a spot for my car. The rest of the week I have had no problem. Now I've been coming back mostly around 3 and 4 o'clock, which is kind of check-in and check-out or check-in time, but I never had a problem. There was no lineup. I was able to get in pretty much right away, get my car taken, that sort of thing. They put a tag on your car. They ask if you're checking out, if you're coming back. You hang on to your tag all week, put it in a safe place because you don't want to lose it. Because when you need your car, you use the QR code on your phone to call for your car. They do say give them 45 minutes, but if it's not busy, it's like within 15, 20 minutes. It's not a long wait for your car. But do plan ahead and give them that time just in case, because you don't know how busy it is, right? They were really good. Car was in good shape. I haven't noticed anything wrong with it or anything like that, so no problems with the valet parking. There are other parking lots which they gave me like a list of when originally wasn't, but I heard bad things about the other parking lots. So if you have the money, pay for the valet parking. It's worth it. There are several restaurants in the in the hotel. There's a coffee shop downstairs, Cafe Laurier. They have like sandwiches and coffee, lattes, that sort of thing. They've got some desserts. You can get fruit down there. There's yogurt, there's drinks, all that kind of stuff. I got a breakfast sandwich for $12 the one day, and to be honest, you could split it between 2 people. It was huge. It was really good on focaccia bread, and so good. They also have, tip, the flourless chocolate cake that is on the room service menu is the exact same thing as what is available down in the coffee shop. The difference is the coffee shop one is like $6. The one you get in your room is $16, and it just comes with whipped cream and berry compote on a pretty plate. Otherwise, there's no difference. Get the one in the coffee shop. It's cheaper, and just keep it in your room. They put it in a little bag or a box, depending, because I got it 2 days, and they gave me in different, but just get that instead of ordering the dessert off the room service menu. I didn't get to stay on the La Terrace, whatever. I didn't go to that restaurant because the weather's been garbage, and I don't know if they had it open and running. I didn't go to the breakfast restaurant either because I wanted to do the buffet, but I didn't book in advance, and it was sold. It was like all the reservations were gone. So if you want to do the weekend brunch, book in advance. Do not book when you get here. They did have breakfast spots throughout the week, but I was just like, it was so expensive for something that I was not really 100% that I wanted to eat. If it had been the buffet, it would have been different. I also didn't eat at Zoe's or have a drink or anything like that because, again, it was just nothing I really wanted off the menu, and I wasn't going to pay those prices. I did have room service twice. There is a kids menu, and the portion sizes are huge for kids. Save yourself money and just take off the kids menu because it comes with a free drink. You can get a milk or a juice. Because I got a ginger ale at $16 off the room service. But I got like a grilled cheese sandwich. It was 2 huge, like Texas toast size pieces of bread with a ton of cheese on it and a bunch of French fries. Like well worth the $16 that I paid for it. They kind of overdid the bread though. They toasted it a little too much. And the pizza that I got the one night off the kids menu was $22. It was a big pizza. I could have split it with somebody else. I was a pig and I ate the whole thing, but I could have split it with somebody else. It was a little overdone on the bottom too. So the food isn't like fabulous here, but it's still edible. And like I said, just get off the kids menu because everything else is like extravagant. If you're not like one of those people that wants your 5-star restaurant food, kids menu. They have a pool. It's not heated. I didn't end up going into it because it wasn't heated. Because I've been achy all week from my, going around. If it had been heated, I would have gone and swam and given my achy bones some, but it's not. I did see the pool. It's really nice. I don't recommend it for little kids because it doesn't really have what looks like a good shallow end. And there's nothing like fun for kids to do. There are lounge chairs and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you've got older teenagers or whatever, definitely take them. But little kids, I don't think they'd enjoy it. I'd be saying like, ones that are good swimmers anyway. There is a gym. I did see it. It was pretty decently equipped. There's towels and everything downstairs too. There's spa services. I did not take advantage of those either. This trip has been so expensive and I don't think I really wanted anyone touching me for a massage anyway. There's an art gallery downstairs. There is a jewelry store. I did not go into either one of those. The coffee shop is their gift shop. I did end up buying a little book about the hotel dog Stuart to take home to my neighbor's kid because the money goes to the service dogs. So, other than that, there isn't like a huge, explore the hotel. I would definitely say that. Definitely explore the hotel. I mean, some of the artwork in some of the areas is gorgeous. Like, I got that behind the scenes tour, which showed me more than what you're able to access just a regular public. But overall, this place is beautiful. Trying to think if there's anything else that I can think of to tell people. I think the rest of it is just really about the room itself. Housekeeping was great. I'm going to make sure I leave a good tip today. They come by. You can put a do not disturb if you don't want them cleaning your room, but I'm sure it's one of those hotels where they won't let you do that all week. So you do have to let them in your room at some point just to check. Make sure you're not, making meth in here or something. They placed all the towels every day. I don't know if they replaced my linens or not. That was hard to tell, but they definitely remade the bed each day. If they replaced the linens, I don't know. I guess I didn't pay attention enough to know, but I hope they weren't, because, to me, that's a waste, as is they were taking out the towels every single day, even if I didn't put them in a pile for them to grab. To me, that's a waste. I can use a towel more than once per day, so... they would take the garbages out too, which was handy, so the room service, the housekeeping was really good on being on top of in your room every day. So that was really nice. And if you put the do not disturb, they don't bother you, otherwise during the day. So, yeah, so I think that's about it. Concierge was really good. They don't seem to know all their stuff though. They didn't realize the river boats are not running. The river tour boats, the water taxis, are not running until the end of the month. So they didn't know that. That was kind of annoying. At one point, there was a juice thing on one of the, I think check-in. There was free juice, so I went and got that. The hotel also has days where they had World Bee Day. Apparently they have beehives on the top of the hotel. So they were showing off their bees, showing off the honey that they use in their cooking here and stuff, and in their lattes, so you could get a free latte. There was products you could try, that sort of thing. That was kind of cool. Oh, as I said, the hotel has a dog, Stuart, so if you get a chance to meet Stuart, tell him he's a good boy. So, yeah. Would I stay here again? I like the central spot. The fact that you're, right across from the mall is great. Though, for the price, it was really good. But if I don't get this price again, I don't think I'd stay here. I think I'd look at somewhere else, like the Westin or something. Somewhere better in terms of, the in and out for the parking. It is annoying having to not be able to get in and out with your car as easily. So I don't know if I'd stay here again, but overall, I'm glad. It's a really pretty hotel, and it was definitely an experience.